You ever hear the one about the racer who never lost but never got the chance to prove it? They weren't flashy, they didn't beg for the spotlight, but when they hit the gas, the world stood still, just long enough to watch them disappear into the distance. The system boxed them in. The rules said no, but talent like that doesn't ask for permission. It forces you to remember it. No, I'm not talking about Takumi Fujiwara. I'm talking about Maruzensky, the Phantom of the racetrack. The original speed queen, and the only Uma Musume born from the golden era of the 1970s. She talks like a cool aunt from a retro anime, lives alone off campus like a legend, and when she runs, she makes it look too easy. No sweat, just dust. This is her story, not of a street racer, but of a horse girl who made history before the rest of the field even left the gate. Let's get into it. In a world of horse girls, idols, and high-stakes glory, Maruzensky doesn't just run, she glides effortlessly, coolly, retro like a VCR tape, and twice as iconic. The Uma Musume version of this 70s racing legend blends unstoppable speed with a throwback charm that hits harder than any high-octane eurobeat drop. She's got the vibe of an older sister who could lap you 3 times and still wait at the finish line with a wink. But peel back the glitter and you'll find the echoes of a real story. One of denied greatness. One that hits like a drift gone wide. Sharp, unfair, and unforgettable. Her origin was a total accident. A cattle rancher with 0 racing experience buys a mare on gut instinct. No pedigree research, no master plan, just pure vibes. That mare happened to be carrying the blood of Nijinsky II, the final British Triple Crown champion. And in 1974, that gamble gave us Maruzensky, a literal supercar of a horse, born into a world that wasn't ready for him. Because he was quote-unquote foreign bred, the Japanese Racing Association locked him out of the races that mattered. The Triple Crown? Off limits. To no show? Don't even think about it. The rules weren't made for legends. They were made to control them. He debuted in 1976 with a jaw-dropping win by over 10 lengths. Effortless, clean, and utterly dominant. The crowd didn't just watch a horse race. They witnessed a demolition. They called him Supercar, and it wasn't hyperbole. In the Asahi High Stakes, he obliterated the record and didn't even need a whip. It wasn't just a win, it was a warning shot. He stayed undefeated, 8 wins, 61 total lengths ahead of the competition every single time. And yet, when the Japanese Derby came, the doors stayed shut. Jockey Nakano Watari begged, just let them race. Start them from the outside. Let the horse show what he's made of. But no dice. Maruzensky was forced to run the Consolation Derby, and won by 7 lengths. The runner-up in 2nd place? Yeah, they went on to win the actual St. Leger. Let that sink in. Injuries came knocking like they always do for greats. The Ara McKinnon was supposed to be the showdown, his final boss fight against the TTG trio, the race that would silence every doubt. But it never happened. He was retired early in 1978, undefeated, untested, unfinished. A king without a crown. But Maruzensky didn't fade. He multiplied. His son was Sakura Chiyono O, who won the Derby his father was never allowed to enter. His grandsons included Special Week, Rice Shower, Winning Ticket, and Mihijiro Bright, each one a powerhouse in their own right. Curran-chan carried the legacy as his great-granddaughter, and Daring Tact extended it even further as his great-granddaughter. He became the Oji-chan of Uma Musume, the grandfather to a dynasty of racers. His blood didn't just run deep, it rewrote history. Talk about goo-goo babies. Maruzensky was slinging that horse So what happens when a phantom legend gets a second life? You get Uma Musume's Maruzensky. The retro goddess of Tracen Academy. She talks like she stepped out of a bubble-era nightclub. Drives a red Lamborghini named Touch-On like she's got a death wish, and a soundtrack playing at 180 beats per minute. Everyone else rides the bus, but she drives like she just stole her car. Not to mention, she also lives alone. She's got no dorm, no curfew, just vibes. A throwback queen in a digital world. From her racing outfit, a drip-heavy homage to her IRL jockey silks, to her skill names referencing real win times and car models, Maruzensky isn't just cool, she's coded. Every detail screams legacy. Her coffee milk, her 90s phone wallpaper, her old-school slang, it's not for show. It's just who she is. She doesn't chase records anymore. She chases freedom. In Uma Musume, Maruzensky doesn't start with a dream. She just runs because it feels good, because she can. But when younger girls start looking up to her, like Special Week, she realizes something. Maybe her purpose isn't about what she missed. Maybe it's about what she can give. And in that way, she rewrites her own ending. Not with a trophy, but with meaning and inspiration. Whether she's blasting Eurobeat, doing chaotic idol dances, or making everyone nauseous with her god-awful driving, Maruzensky's always moving, always shining, and always a little bit ridiculous, in the best way. She is Takumi Fujiwari in a horse girl body. A miracle. An inspiration. So, no, she never got to run in the Derby, but she ran circles around time itself. She raised a generation of champions. She lives on in every story, every fan art, and every game update. Maruzensky isn't just a character, she is a concept. Fast, free, and impossible to catch. And just like Takumi on Mount Akina, she never looked back. And that's my full breakdown of Maruzensky, the retro rocket, the undefeated icon, and the supercar that never got to race. If you like this deep dive into historical backstory with a side of Eurobeat and heartbreak, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't end up riding shotgun in Touch-On with no seatbelt. Trust me, no one survives that ride. I'll see you next time, Speed Demons. And once again, I am Ufi, and thank you so much for watching.